you know, I've had this drug problem 12, 13 years. Picking something I've never done. It looks absolutely horrendous. Look what I've done to myself.
What's some business, darling?
She's my younger sister. And she works down red light district. I won't let her go on her own.
My new boyfriend's been looking after me because he don't like me working, which it's been all right. Been cush.
Do you think my eyes look sore? They do, don't you think? I feel like, you know, like they're puffed out. I feel like, you know, like proper puffy. Obviously, my looks have gone downhill and these pick marks I've picked obviously affecting my work badly. The last few times I've been down, it's fucking took me ages now to get picked up. Like, over there, I stood there an hour before I got picked up. And before, like, this time 6 weeks ago, I'd have been on my way home with 100 quid. My forehead is sore as hell. At least I've got my fringe to cover it with, I suppose. But it's like those ones that I'd pick round my mouth, I suppose, like say when I'm down at work, that'll then put people off picking me up in it. So I'm glad them ones have gone from around my mouth. Sometimes, like I say, like I looked through the mirror last night, I'd taken a lot of drugs and been picking at my face and that, and I looked fucking disgusting. And then, like, I just got out of the bath and put a bit of makeup and done my hair and yeah, I feel a lot better. Yeah, makeup works wonders, doesn't it?
Asbo, come here. He loves me to pieces. Goes to bed with me as like my teddy bear, man. Give me a kiss. Hey, Asbo, give me a kiss. Good boy. Clean your bum bum. Be good. Just nipping down to Albeck in it to see if we can get a quick graft. Do you know what it is? It's ruined. The beach's ruined. There's too many girls doing it cheap, and obviously because, like, it's become more legal as well, yeah? Obviously people have got more right to drive about down there.
Punters, you mean?
Yeah. There's more punters about, but there's more young kids and that about, do you know what I mean? Just causing havoc. They'll pull over and they'll, like, ask you how much and that, do you know what I mean? You'll tell them prices. And then they'll go, well, we can get it round there for a tenner. We'll go round there and get it for a tenner, then go get yourself doorstop. Do you know what I mean? There's one girl in particular, yeah, she undercuts everybody, and I mean proper undercuts them. She's more than willing to sit there and suck someone's dick and lay on her back for a tenner and let them shag her up arse as well, without a Johnny. Surely to God she can't be that desperate for drugs. I don't like being down there. It's not me. Same old, innit? Shit, but survival, end it there.
Right. Don't think I've done bad. It's my headband, right? My scarf I need to take with me. Let's get you done. No, you're not going to believe what I've just done. Got a bit of lipstick on my top. That's how nervous I am, look. Scrub, 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 scrub. Not bother scrubbing. Oh my God, why did it have to be red? I haven't been at court for a long time, and I promised I'd never ever go to court again. I said if I ever did go to prison, it'd be something really bad like murder. I like this cig. I'm nervous now. You sure I look all right? I look not sluggish, but I look sophisticated, but I look dressed up. Is that okay? Do I look like that, yeah? Because I don't want to look like a prostitute going for a prostitution thing, do you know what I mean? In my eyes, I shouldn't have been arrested or already walking. It'd have been different. I'd have been stood there. I was literally working, but I wasn't. I'd got my money and everything. I was going, I was gone. And yeah, I did have Jorvix on me. So when she's going, oh, well, look, you've got Jorvix. Obviously, I'm a clean person. I use condoms and had been to work. I had been working up until this time, obviously. If I'd have been 20 minutes or something, I'd got nicked for them fair dues. 1 minute past, that is not out of hours. At 1 minute past, there's girls that could be waiting for a taxi to get home. I did swear at her and I did shout at her. I said, will you fuck off out my face, I'm not working. I could get a fine, or I could get a fine and community service. I could get a fine, community service, probation.
I don't see it as a big thing to do because she's helped me out in a lot of ways as well. We are tight, we're close. I've always been there for her. And that is for the best to help her and do them things for her. It is for us both as well. It's not just for her, it's for us both. I'm not going to stop working and making sure that we've got food in our belly and gas and electric and stuff in our way.
Who's that?
I don't know. I don't know if it might be the police or not. Can you call back, please? Go. Thank you. He'll come down here, but it's still 8 o'clock in the morning, like 3 and 4, and braying out my door, like literally booting my door, like loud, bang, bang, bang on the letterbox, boom, 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 like police. That's who I thought. I thought it was police taking my door off at 4:04 this morning. I'm sorry, I don't need all that.
Can I take key? Go to the shop? And then I can walk with him and key.
No, can you ask, not for him to come to my house knocking on door, braying on door at silly o'clock for you again, please?
Yeah.
You can show him the notice I've just received of complaints of antisocial behaviour. Hello?
Yeah.
No, but I want it back because I need it. But can you just let me just speak?
I've heard it.
No, I want you.
Antisocial, isn't it?
Right, but do I get to state my point? Take that and show him that, because of him coming to my house at 3 and 4 in the morning looking for you, booting me door like the police and trying to, I don't know, God knows, take my door off. Show him that antisocial behaviour, people in the street complaining. I've never had no complaints in 8 months, 9 months I've lived here. I ain't gonna start having them now. So make sure you state that clear to him, yeah?
Here you go.
Is that okay?
Corrin would have probably maybe just smoothed it over and not said anything to him, you know, to keep the peace. But obviously I want him to know it's my house. It's, you know, I live here. I keep myself to myself. I don't bother with anyone in the street. I say hi and bye and that's all. All right. That's enough. Did you
goes on all the time, innit?
Did you show him the letter about what did he say? So
Well, they went on like it's not even not to do with him. And he's just still denying.
and it's the antisocial behaviour is not because of me, is it?
No, because we don't carry on outside hours.
And nobody.
No one comes here.
Thank
apart
you.
from him.
Right, so it is down to him, the
Yeah.
antisocial. Right,
I've just
okay.
told him that, and he's just going on like it isn't, but it is.
Okay,
I
right.
know it is.
No, but it's nobody else that's going to get evicted. It's
I know
me.
it is. I know, love.
And I don't
That's what
need
I'm
it.
saying.
I don't need that shit right now.
When I go off to the shops, I'm just gonna spend 20 quid on drugs. I've got a fiver in my bag, so they'll give me 25 quid, and then I fucking put my Freeview box in cash Jenny's, you know, so proper rattling. I only got a fiver for it, but I had a five, so I'm gonna get that back out. That's like 8 quid, and then I'm gonna get some cheap foundation. I love shopping. Stopping in a coffee shop and having a coffee, and yeah, I used to do stuff like that all the time, but I've got no friends in it, you know, I ain't got no friends. It's like, obviously I know people say hi to and shit like that, associates, but they're not friends. It's not someone who would like go into town with you, you know, shopping and have a coffee or like that. I miss it. Fucking hate going in there. I hate it. Well, it's embarrassing for starts. I've just got my Freeview box back out that I put in like a tick of a day. But I've got that out, and I got just a cheap ass phone for $7.99, which just happened to be on my network. Get some work back now on phone, and it's 2 things I needed to do done, which is good for me. But, you know, I've done well now. You know, I could have gone and blown all my money on drugs, but I haven't. So I'm proud of myself for doing that. It's like what might seem little to someone else is big to me. So that for me is like proper good.
I've been given a fine of £150 today. Don't need it, and not when it's meant to be legal and that. You're just going out just to make your money, to survive. That's how I feel. I don't claim, I don't do anything else. So I'm not doing something wrong. Do you know what I mean? I pay for my room, I pay for everything. Do you know what I mean? Myself, my own clothes, my own food, everything. No government gives me anything. I don't claim a penny. And then, do you know what I mean? You're up at court for it and things like this. It's just no help. And then obviously I'm going to get a big whopping fine that even if I did want to stop it, I can't, because I'm not getting no money from anywhere else. How the hell do they expect me to pay the fine? You tell me. What, click my fingers and it fall out of the sky? No, so obviously I've got to do it again. And now I'm going to have to do it even more so, because then I've got a fine to pay, as well as survive and pay my rent and feed myself. At least when it was illegal, you knew it were illegal, so you knew to watch out for the police. Now it's legal, you're kind of not. You're seeing him, you're thinking, oh yeah, you're okay. Everything they're doing, it's like they're pushing the girls over the edge. It's like they've given enough rope for us to hang ourselves. That's how it feels to me.